everyone, it's Miss Brenner. I hope you're all doing well and staying happy and healthy. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get my agenda video up on Sunday. We went to a wrestling match at George Mason University and we didn't get back till really late, so I just didn't get a chance to record. As you can see, the assignments were open though, so hopefully if you already got started, hopefully you're doing okay. If you do have any questions, I'd be happy to clarify though in the future. As far as activity 1, we are continuing to read The Knight's Tale, parts 3 and 4, which will finishing up the story for us. We have reading questions, which are similar to the slide set that you saw for parts 1 and 2, and a discussion post for The Knight's Tale, parts 3 and 4. Activity 2 is the Theseus and Hippolyta creative discussion. It's pretty much determining who you think if they were to have offspring, the offspring of Theseus and Hippolyta, what they would look like and act like and all of their characteristics. We are then going to talk about crossover episodes. I go over those in these directions, so I don't want to hang on that for too long here. The slides and the plot diagram are available in this, as well as examples that I also go over in the video. Next, we have our foreshadowing notes. There is an Ed puzzle. We are going to be using the signpost discussed in the Ed puzzle for foreshadowing for at least the next unit, and it will carry on into the future as we go over other things such as theme and motif. So please know when you are watching these notes, it may be best for you to either take Google Notes or to take paper notes, whatever works best for you, but we will continue to use this information for a good portion of the course. There are also practice videos that I would like you to do on Edpuzzle that practice the information that was used in the foreshadowing notes. Activity 3, we're going to be starting A Midsummer Night's Dream, which was written by William Shakespeare. There is a discussion post that you should do before reading the play that goes over some different perspective points about central topics within the play. We then have an Ed puzzle for Act 1, Scene 1, along with a foreshadowing chart, a short story about Pyramus and Thisbe, which will be a background story in the play, a discussion about Pyramus and Thisbe, and then an Ed puzzle for Act 1, Scene 2. I also linked the No Fear Shakespeare translation. It may help you to do split screen, as the Ed puzzles are of people acting on stage and speaking. I think that it's fairly clear to understand them. However, being maybe a reader that has never read any Shakespeare in the past, you may want to have the translation as far as the text that's being read by the actors on stage and the modern translation next to it. It may help you. As far as Activity 4, we are going to read Act 2 of Midsummer Night's Dream. Once again, Ed puzzles, foreshadowing charts for Act 2, Scenes 1 and Act 2, Scenes 2. And once again, the link to No Fear Shakespeare. Lastly, we have our silent reading discussion for this week. Remember, you should be reading a book of your choice that is not the content that you have for classes, so you wouldn't be putting into your silent reading chart Midsummer Night's Dream, because that is something that's required for the course, but something of your choosing, whether that is a comic book, whether you are in the middle of a novel, whether maybe you read to your younger siblings. You can put any of that down for silent reading. So we should be silently reading for about 30 minutes every day. And then this is our discussion post reflecting on our silent reading. Alrighty guys, if you have any questions, I would be happy to help. Please make sure that you are checking your grades online. I have been going through as grades were due this morning on the 31st of January at 8 a.m. for week 1. Week 2's assignments are due February 7th at 8 a.m. So I've been going through and updating the grades as today was the due date. So please make sure you check your grades on Schoology. They are the fastest way to see what is missing as far as your current grades. And then on Thursdays, it gets transmitted to Home Access. It overlaps onto Home Access. So if you're noticing any issues between your grade on Home Access or on Schoology, please let me know. If you're noticing that you have a large number of assignments missing, please stay in contact with me as of week 3, I will be sending out check-in notifications on Schoology email reminding students that if you have an orange circle next to any assignments on Schoology, you can turn those in for points. Please do not feel that because maybe you got really busy in week 1 and you didn't complete all the assignments that now those are just automatic zeros. If it has a little orange circle next to it and it's marked missing in Schoology, go and make up that assignment and talk to me. I am very flexible. I'm very willing to work with you, and I would be happy to support you in any way that I can. Alrighty, guys, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.